Hello, I am going to record a little small drum session, chanting session, meditation session. This is what I do, this is what I love, my drums. I meditate through my drums. Relieves stress, anxiety, it's healing, especially during these times right now that we're in with COVID-19 and our political situation. It seems like everything is just happening all at once, and it's so overwhelming, very overwhelming. And we have to stop and take the time to connect, to reconnect to source, whatever that source is. For me, it's God, Hashem, Adonai, Shekinah, whatever you call source, higher power. Is very important during these times that we have that connection. For me, anyway, it is. So I'd like to share some of this with you. Forgive me if I'm a little rough around the edges here. I usually do live drum circles and with other people, and it flows, and it's easier to be natural. Right now, I'm recording myself, and I may not seem so natural, but I am, trust me. I thought of doing a live video like Facebook Live, or but I'm not comfortable with that yet. I have had a Zoom drum circle. I've had one already. I plan on having another, but that first one taught me I need to tweak a few things. It's very difficult. Thank God we have this technology, but it's very difficult sometimes to let it flow, because we're not around other people. We're doing this in our homes by ourselves, and we're not around others. And being around others and all that energy helps the drum circle and the healing circle. It's very important. But I do believe in everything is energy, and even though it's virtual, we can connect and feel that energy. We can get entrainment. It's possible. So anyway, I'm going to do some Hebrew. What I do is Hebrew chanting. Some people do in yoga, they do Sanskrit, or they do other Eastern languages in their chanting, and I do Hebrew. That's what I connect with. That's the holy sacred language that I connect with when I meditate and pray. And it can be shared. You don't have to be Jewish to feel the healing power of the Hebrew language. And I do chant. I repeat the chant. I usually say it in Hebrew, and then I repeat it in English. Now, these chants are single sentences, single phrases, even sometimes just a couple of words. And I take them, either they're from the book of Psalms, or they're from our liturgy, which, our prayer books. A lot of these chants are very well known within the Jewish tradition. Melodies are changed. People get creative. I made up some of my own melodies for these chants, and some of them I haven't. I borrowed certain melodies from other artists, and when I do that, I always give disclosure. But most of my chants are my own creation. And they usually just come out of me. I get the drum and I start drumming, and then it just comes out. The whole idea of using a drum to chant with, I have a frame drum here. This is a 22-inch Remo Renaissance head. This is my favorite drum. It's very, has a lot of resonance. And this is the one I used to chant with most. I also have a buffalo drum. This is, it's Native American style drum. It has an artificial drum head. It's no animal skin used in any of this. And she sounds beautiful. I like this because it's durable. It can be cleaned when I use them in drum circles, and natural skins usually tend to be kind of temperamental with you. They sound different in humidity, dryness. This sounds consistent, and like I said, it's easier to clean, it's easy to hold. and I get a consistent sound when I use that. I also have djembes. I have this one, very heavy, hand carved. I forgot what kind of wood it is, but it's made in Bali. And I like this one, and I have other ones. I have djembes, and I have various frame drums of different sizes. Now, if you don't have a drum of any kind, you can drum using an empty coffee can. I have a few empty coffee cans that I have. You take the lid off, of course. I think it's like the big coffee cans, and you take the lid off and you can drum with that. You can drum with a cookie sheet. You can drum with just about anything. In the Middle East, Israel, and other countries, I've seen them in Yemen too. Also, I've seen musicians use these big olive oil cans over there a lot. I guess they use olive oil for a lot for different things. And they sound beautiful, and they use them for drums. So you can get creative. You can even use your body. You can use your body. I do body drumming in my drum circles. When I do drum circles with the elders at the assisted living center that I go to when in different times. Of course, I'm not doing that right now. So it's a lot of fun. You can drum. I mean, I drum in my car when I'm driving. I drum on my countertop when I'm cooking, and you can drum anywhere. But if you want to drum, you can get they're relatively inexpensive. You can try Amazon, or you can go, I don't know if you can buy them directly from Remo. I haven't done that. Okay, so let's talk about Hebrew chant, or any kind of a chant. When you use repetitive phrases, it's a meditative tool, and it becomes a practice. And I don't have the time or the will to meditate for an hour at a time. It's just not realistic. Nobody can do that. I mean, unless you're a Buddhist monk, locked away somewhere, and you don't have, life to deal with. But it's very, very powerful and very effective to just take a few minutes every day, whether it's once a day or a few times a day, to stop, breathe, and chant, meditate. You can even just make sounds. You just release energy. You don't have to say anything, actually. Native American and Native cultures, a lot of their sounds weren't words necessarily, they were sounds that came out. It's releasing. So chanting, the repetition of a sacred phrase becomes your meditation. And the energy that's created in that chant is very healing. Drumming has been proven to heal. Dr. Barry Bittman did a lot of studies with cancer patients, and he has research papers that you can look up, Dr. Barry Bittman, and he proved that our immune system strengthens when we drum. It enhances our immune system, it relieves stress, it also lowers cortisol levels, which is a major stress hormone in the body. Right now, I bet you a lot of our cortisol levels are just revved up. And cortisol levels, that's good. I mean, it's good in certain situations to be revved up. Your body at certain times needs to be that way, flight or fight. Because if we didn't have that instinct, then we would probably succumb to things that we shouldn't have. We wouldn't be able to defend ourselves. But when you're constantly in a flight or fight mode, and you've got this adrenaline and you've got this cortisol levels constantly in your blood, creates anxiety, panic attacks, hypertension, just a lot of unease in the body, a lot of dis-ease in the body. Those chemicals have been known to cause diabetes, make diabetes worse if you already have it, and it creates a lot of reactive oxygen species in the body, which is very bad for us, very bad. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to focus on breathing, diaphragmic breathing, or what I call it vagal breathing. I take the diaphragmic breathing and I do a little bit something different with it to make it vagal breathing. This type of breathing helps to reduce anxiety, stress, and it also helps tone the vagal nerve. The vagal nerve runs down the center of the body, and the vagal nerve, they're discovering, is a major player in our immune system and our nervous system. The vagal nerve branches off and controls a lot of our organs, everything. So it's very important when when your vagal nerve is not toned, you get irritable easy, you're more prone to anxiety and panic attacks, autoimmune disorders. They're linking it to a lot of bad health outcomes. So this breathing is easy, anybody can do it. And if you do this breathing for about 5 minutes, at least once a day, but if you're able to do this, sit down and do this breathing a couple times a day for a few weeks, you actually will help reset your breathing. A lot of us breathe from the chest because breathing is automatic. We cannot, if we stop your breath, how many kids, when you have kids, oh my God, they throw a fit and they hold their breath. And you really, your body kicks in and you end up breathing. You can't stop your own breathing. But the way we breathe, we're not consciously aware of how we're breathing, and we're not breathing effectively. We're breathing through the chest very shallowly. So we're not expanding the lungs. We're not expelling the oxygen, all the air out of our lungs. And that's not good. It's not good for us, especially now with COVID-19. It's really a good idea for us to have stronger lungs. So what you do is you just sit down, find a comfortable place and sit. Your back straight, preferably a chair with a back. So you take a deep breath in, and when you breathe in, when you inhale, your abdomen is going to come out. It's going to come out. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, and your abdomen comes out. And then what you can do is hold it for 5 seconds. And then release, breathe through your mouth with pursed lips. As you exhale, your abdomen should be coming in. And that helps expel the air from the bottom, the lung bases, to get all that air out, so you don't have retained oxygen. That helps the elasticity, resiliency of the lungs. And that type of breathing is very good for the brain and for the body, and to help reduce stress and anxiety. So let's try this again. You breathe in, hold it for 5, breathe out. Your abdomen comes in, sucks in. And when you exhale, try to exhale longer than your inhale. So that helps to tone the vagal nerve. When you exhale longer than your inhale, that strengthens the vagal nerve. All right, so we practiced enough, I think. So let's take a couple of deep breaths to get us centered and ready. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. So now, to help us get even more centered and grounded, I'm going to do a meditation. It's on the word shalom, which means peace. And it doesn't just mean peace, it means balance and connectedness also. So the shalom is going to be Shalom. first part is shall, shall, and then part of the shall, you're going to go shall, and then your tongue is going to go up against the back of your front teeth. So you're going to go shall. And on the om, you want to, how can I explain that? You want the om to last a long time. So you want it to kind of wane. And when your mouth is closed and you're doing the om, you're going to feel your lips vibrate, you're going to feel your palate, you're going to feel vibrations in your palate. And what that does is that activates the pineal gland. That vibration activates the pineal gland. The pineal gland, I guess, correlates to the third eye, on the chakras, Bina and Chokhmah on the sephirotic tree, wisdom and understanding. It also, the third eye helps improve or enhance our connection to the divine. And that meditation is also very good for the body and for the immune system. So I'm going to do a practice run on the Shalom meditation again. We're going to do this 3 times. 3 is a mystical number in Kabbalah and Judaism. So I kind of do things usually in sets of 3. So here we go. When you finish with that meditation, it's best to just sit in silence for a few minutes after. The silence is very powerful after a chant. There's a lot of energy there, a lot of healing energy. Okay, now that we're all relaxed, centered, and grounded, we're going to drum, not sleep. We're going to drum. Okay, the first chant that I'm going to do is called Golel Or Mipnei Koshek. Koshek Mipnei Or. So Golel Or Mipnei Koshek. Koshek Mipnei Or means rolling away light before darkness and darkness before light. And that's part of one of our prayers in Judaism. It's very powerful. It's rolling away night, rolling away light before darkness and darkness before light. It's the moon making room, the sun going down and making room for the moon to come out, and then the moon goes into the background and the sun rises. So day and night. And this concept of light and dark being parts of each other is also, they are part of each other, light and darkness. We need both. We need lightness and darkness in this world. We can't really have this. We couldn't experience this physical world without both. And we can't do Tikkun Olam, repair the world, without both, because both energies are necessary. And dark doesn't always mean bad. I mean, dark doesn't always mean evil or bad. But we need joy and sorrow. There's death and life. It's all necessary. Sunlight, the moon, darkness. All right. So when you do this, you can close your eyes and just relax and meditate, and it can be quite powerful. I should take my rings off, because if I can, well, I can't. If you do have rings, sometimes it interferes with the sound when you're drumming. Okay. I like that one. I like that chant. The next chant is Be or Ka Nere Or. In your light is light revealed. In your light we will see light. So I'm gonna chant Be or Ka Nere Or 2 times, and then I'm gonna, in English, in your light is light revealed 2 times, and then Be or Ka Nere Or again 2 times, and in your light we will see light. And this is all about light. We need, I chose chants that would bring more light into our bodies, more light into our universe, into our homes, our universe, because we need a lot more of that right now. Now I'm going to hold the frame drum in between my legs. I don't know if you can see this. No, I'm going to have to adjust this camera. This will help. No, that's worse. Okay. I'll hold it up here then. Hold on a second. I have to. My husband's calling. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, see? I didn't want to stop the video because I don't know how to stop it and add, like to stop and pick it up where I left off. So I'm sorry. Life happens. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. The next one I want to do, I'd like to do, where is that? Okay. This one is called Reb Zalman's chant, and it is Reb Zalman, Zalman Shalakter Shalomi, the renewal rabbi. May he rest in peace. This chant's called Echad Yachid Umeyuchad, and it translates the one, every single one, each one joined and united to the one. This is just about being one. Everything is one. Echad Yachid Umeyuchad, Echad Yachid Umeyuchad, Echad Yachid Umeyuchad, Echad Yachid Umeyuchad. I like that. That helps me really connect. Because we're all one from one. Everything in the universe is one. Everything is energy. Everything. Stones, plants, blades of grass, humans, dogs, cats, all of us. We're all energy. And we're all connected to one another. We take the time to let ourselves feel that. It's powerful. It's really difficult living our lives, especially now, to feel that. And lately, I have not felt that. I haven't been drumming. I haven't been chanting like I usually do. I have been caught myself, and maybe you have too, been caught up with following the COVID-19 news and freaking out over the lack of response from our government and people not wearing masks or physically distancing and just all of that negative energy. And telling myself, well, we need to know what's going on. We need to know what's going on to stay on top of things, to protect ourselves. But there comes a time when all of that is just too much. And it's not good for our immune system. It's not good for us. Not good for our relationships. It's not good for our connection to God, to Creator. So putting this video together is part of me coming back to my connection and into my drums, to my soul. And I'm sharing it with you. And like I said, this is raw. This is it's not live, but it's not practiced either. So I hope it helps you, because it certainly helps me. Next, I like this one. This next chant is called Hine Matov. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achayot Gam Yachad. Behold how good this is. Behold how good this is. And this chant is from Psalm 133. And behold how good, how pleasant is the dwelling of brothers and sisters in unity. And we're all brothers and sisters. And we need to be in unity. Not so much, no more divisiveness. Unity. And this melody is from, I have a CD by Taya Sher, and this melody, I love this melody, so I'm using her melody from her CD. It's called Wild Earth Shebrew. I believe it's on her Wild Earth Shebrew CD. Maybe it's not. Let me check here. No, it's on her Hallelujah All Night CD. She has several CDs on CD Baby. So you can look her up, Taya Sher. Here we go. Yeah, we will. We will go. I'm trying to find something now. I'm sorry. I forgot to mount my own drum pattern for this song. I'm trying to find it. Bear with me here. I remembered it. Sorry. I told you I've been disconnected for a while. Behold how good it is. Behold how good it is to express oneself through chant, drumming. And you know, on part of that chant, I do some vocalizations without words. And in Judaism, we call that a nigun. A nigun is chant. You can, you know, da 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 da. You can make up all kinds of noises, sounds, to express, to release energy, to express joy, to release sadness, anxiety, anger. It's really healing. I don't think I'm gonna do any more. Oh, there's one more chant that I'm gonna do, and it's a healing chant. It's an ancient Hebrew healing chant, Ana Elna Refanala, which means please heal her now. In the Bible, in the Torah, Miriam was afflicted with not really leprosy, but they say leprosy, but it was a skin condition, like a flaky skin condition, and I guess there's no other way to say what it is. So historians, we've always just called it. They've always called it leprosy, but it may not be really leprosy. But it was a skin affliction because she was talking bad lashon hara about Moses, and God afflicted her with the skin condition, and Moses pled to God to please heal her, and he says, Ana el naraf anala. And I use my mother drum for that. I also have some drum shapes, flat drum shapes. I should have brought them with me. Let me run and get it real quick. Show you. It's fine. Okay, this is a Christine Stevens sound shape, and I have many of these. I use these in my drum circles, and I use these for my. I do the Ana El Narefanala body massage, which is a drum massage. Actually, it's a drum massage where somebody stands in the center of the drum circle, and I chant this healing prayer while using the drum shape, going from the head, from the top down, the arms, the body, around the person, and other people in the drum circle who want to join in also. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. You can actually feel the vibrations from the drums. I've been a recipient of it, and I can't explain it. It just makes you feel so good, especially when there's several people in the drum circle, all doing it. All this healing energy is coming at you. It's fantastic. Okay, so I guess I can use this. Ana el na refanala.
Ana
Bet Ana El Narifana La, I do it powerful. It's a power chant for powerful healing. When you can do it soft, you can do it slow, you can start out powerful, and you can wane it out, weaken it when you feel ready to end the chant. So to kind of wind us down now, just focus on the heartbeat. Heartbeat. The heartbeat that connects all of us. The heartbeat of humanity. Heartbeat of Creator. We're all one from one. Okay, now let's end this. We'll go ahead and end this. I kept you long enough. I have a prayer that I wrote that I use to end every drum circle. Help us, Hashem, to carry the positive healing energy we experience during our drum circle into the next week. Help us to stay focused on that energy during all of our activities and encounters with others. Let our feet stay grounded to this earth, and let our steps guide us to where we need to go. Let our hearts be open to love of self and others, compassion, and to connection to all living things, all living creatures, human and non-human. Let our hearts be open to receiving love as well as giving it. Let our voices speak words of truth, kindness, and blessings, and let us refrain from being critical of ourselves and others. And may we not speak lashon hara, that's evil speech, or speaking bad about others. Let our hands be used to give a loving touch, comfort, and support to those who need it. Let our eyes see the beauty of our world and all that is good in ourselves and in others. And protect us from the evil eye, lashon ayin, of others. Let our ears be open to listening with empathy and compassion. Let our minds be free of worries, and let our minds only think of the good in ourselves and others. And let our minds be open to learning, understanding, and sharing with others. That's all I have for now. One more thing. The eyes, letting our eyes see the beauty in our world, the beauty within ourselves and the beauty within others. We're in the Hebrew month of Tammuz right now, and the sense for this month is sight. So to look for the good within and without. Thank you for watching this video. I don't know how many of y'all made it through the whole thing, but if you did, you should get a prize. Thank you so much. And maybe next time I'll do something live. We'll see. Have a blessed week.